Okay then, so we're going to do like a bit of a mock test. Okay, now the reason why I say a bit, we're not going to do a full route, we're just going to do the majority of what I intend to do because of time restraints and stuff.
Yeah.
So, driver's down at the beginning is going to ask you a question. So, could you tell me how you check the tyres to make sure they're roadworthy before setting off on a journey?
On here.
On here? Okay, explain that then.
I can get the car up on here and I can look at the pressure of the tyres.
Yeah, so air pressure, yeah, you could do it, to be fair, off this car doing that, but that's not really the question I asked. So, roadworthy.
I'm not sure.
Alright, cool. So, unfortunately, that'd be your first minor.
Yeah.
So, basically, roadworthy, make sure there's no cuts or bulges within the tyres.
Okay.
Tread depth's got to be 1.6mm from the centre to the outer circumference, yeah? And
yeah.
You are correct, you do want them correctly airflated, or correct air pressure in them. But that's not, there's a separate question saying, can you tell me how to check the tyres, make sure they're correct air pressure, yeah, if I could talk properly, yeah? I thought, I don't know, I was going to club the curb then.
How do I know there's no cuts in it though?
Sorry?
How do I know there's no cuts in the tyre?
You visually see it, so you would inspect it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so make sure there's no like you know, if you hit the curb or hit a pothole, might put like a bulge or something in the tyre, which obviously something you definitely don't want because that could pop if it gets really hot.
Yeah.
You don't want to blow out. If the tyres blow out, yeah, definitely don't want that. And then tread depth, you've got like tiny little square blocks within the tyres, just make sure your tread depth's above that.
Yeah.
You can put like 20p pieces and, you know, measure it, etc. But square blocks within the tyres are good, your depth gauges, so yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, right, so we move on. So what I want us to do now is start with the independent driving. I want us to follow the traffic signs, please, for motorway M4 until I direct you otherwise, okay?
Okay.
All right, so when you're ready, I'd like to start the vehicle.
Yeah.
You just push your clutch down a sec. Lovely. Okay, so just to recap, we're going to follow traffic signs from motorway M4 until I direct you otherwise, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so move off when safe to do so. Safe to do so. Can you just clean your front window, please? Lovely, thank you. Second exit, would advise you it's your second exit. You just haven't shown the first exit on the left.
Second exit?
Yeah, follow the road ahead, second exit. Make it gear 1 as you're going to stall. Come over, we can go, look, got blocker. You alright? traffic sign for West Swindon.
Yeah.
That's your independent driving finished. Take the next road now, please, on the left. We'll direct you now, mate,
Okay.
as normal.
Okay.
And then end of the road, we're going to turn left. What do you think?
No.
Well, that's a bit harsh. No, not supposed to perform an emergency stop for the cat. Yeah, so you saw the cat really early. The speed was pretty slow, which is good because of all the, well, the road conditions, so many parked vehicles. So just do what you've done, just eased off, innit?
Okay.
Yeah, don't just run the cat over. You can tell you're a dog lover.
Yeah.
Okay, can you park on the left just after these two cars that are very closely parked together? So just keep going a bit further up where that raised curb is. If you slightly overhang the person's driveway on this occasion, then that's fine. So just park on the left. No, don't creep forward in second, mate. Right, lovely. Thank you. And then just drive on when safe to do so.
What should have indicated?
To be fair, there was nothing to benefit, so you wouldn't get penalised for that. End of the road, right? turn left. And then the roundabout would like us to turn right, third exit. Roundabout, please follow the road ahead. Second exit. And then the next roundabout, please turn right. Second exit. Please turn left, first exit. Signpost is car park C. Okay, and then take one of the roads on the right. Don't mind which one. Okay, disregard the road marking, so you are allowed to turn right into one of these roads. I'd like to drive into any of the bays, your choice, left or right, I really don't mind.
Why did I do that in a second?
Yeah, I'm sat there like thinking this could be it. The joke is, it's actually it.
Is it? I did think, why am I doing this in a second?
Yeah, but what you want to do, yeah, handbrake neutral minute. Because obviously this is not a driving test, is it?
Yeah.
As such, it's a mock test. Obviously, it's a driving lesson. When you come to turn in here, I would definitely slip it in number
First.
one, because otherwise you come in second gear, gear fully engaged, not coasting. You're doing like a minimum of 10 mile an hour. So obviously that might not sound much, but then
No, it is a lot. No,
yeah.
I knew I should have been first. When I came in, I thought I need to be in first now.
Yeah, definitely. All right, and then obviously you wanted to take it a lot slower. You're lucky the car park's really empty, because imagine if it was a lot busier, loads more parked cars and other road users potentially moving out or going in, that might have been a bit different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is close to my line, but gingers don't lie, it is in. So, yeah.
Well, luck's on my side today.
Yeah. All right, cool. Okay then, when you're ready, I would like you to move off. Well, I'll rephrase that. Yeah, no. When you're ready, I'd like you to move off when safe to do so. I'd like to reverse back out to the right.
Yeah. Oh.
To the right, yeah? Cool. Lovely. And then drive on when safe to do so. Obviously the road markings are applicable now because we have to turn right. this road, please turn right. And then the roundabout, we're going to turn left, first exit. Roundabout, please turn right, third exit to Lydia Minison. Us to turn right, second exit. Very much, and then drive on when safe to do so. Mate, stop a minute, stop. You're going to go off in second minute.
Oh my god.
And then you're going to stall, bless your cotton socks. Left just before that orange car, see where the long race curve is, please. Lovely, thank you. Okay, thank you very much, and then drive on when safe to do so. exit. Thank you very much, and then drive on when safe to do so. Started, so just before the Fiat, so go like a car's length away from the Fiat. It's a bit closer, so like a car's length, about 4 meters away from the Fiat. That's fine. Alright, now handbrake on and neutral. Alright, lovely. Alright, and then turn off the engine for us. Alright then, so what do you think I'm going to say then?
Don't drive off in second gear.
Yeah. Right, so I'll give you 3 driver faults, so old school minors, but they call them driver faults now.
Yeah.
So rather than just let you stall, okay, I've verbally told you, look mate, you're in second gear. Whereas a driving exam, not because they're horrible,
won't say anything.
Won't say nothing, and obviously you're going to stall. So you're going to stall at the roundabout, you're going to stall at the trying to move forward, yeah, as in on the hill start to get parked. We'll talk about that in a sec. And then also you would have stalled when we were in like, what's it, Ramley's?
Yeah.
Alright, appreciate you might not know where them places are. Okay, so I've recorded 2, 5, 7, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If I counted
Minors?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not. Gingers don't joke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 11, 13, 16. Actually got 18. 1, 2, 5, 7, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, it's 18.
Right.
Right. You don't look happy.
Oh my god, how?
Right, so go through it in order of a DL25 form. So in order, so vehicle checks would be because you didn't know about roadworthy with the tyres.
Okay, that's,
So easy solution, read up on it, and obviously I told you the answer as well.
Yeah.
Which in real life you want to know. You don't want to be driving the car with a bulge.
No.
You know what I mean? Like God, I'm old. Going back, what, 28 years ago, no one told me about like, oh, if you hit a pothole, they weren't so bad then, or clip the curb and put a bulge in your tyre, that might actually burst.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you might go over a pothole, God forbid. You know, I've hit a pothole, unfortunately. It's put a massive, great big bulge in the tyre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so gears, whatchamacallit, so we've already talked about.
Yeah.
Right, change of direction. So basically, check your mirrors prior to indicating. Now, normally you're quite good at that, but there was on a couple of occasions where I promise you, you've indicated and haven't checked your mirrors.
Okay.
All right, and this is why, well, you've got too many minors anyway, but this is one of the main reasons why you would fail.
Okay.
Would be signals necessary. At times I've asked you to park on the left, and you should have indicated to show that you're going to stop. So in Ramleys, we got oncoming vehicles, when we're going to move off. Excuse me.
Okay.
When we moved off from here, we had a learner doing a parallel park, or just halfway through it, 3/4 way through it. Also, we had another learner behind, so that's going to be a minor.
Okay.
So when you go to park, I would promote.
Indicate. Okay.
All right, and then obviously moving off from a park position, you need to indicate if it's going to benefit another road user.
Okay.
All right, signals as well, timed a little bit early, sometimes with your signals.
Okay.
All right, and then we're coming up Tewkesbury Way, and I've done it on purpose. The roundabout was miles away, and I went, at the roundabout, please turn right, second exit, and fair play, you never indicated. Because I was worried that you were just going to indicate straight away because I give you the instruction.
Okay. Yeah.
Just in case you're thinking, why on earth has he done that so early? So I did do it on purpose, I promise.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, because the roundabout, like Tewkesbury Cross roundabout, was a little bit early. Not misleading, but still a bit early. And then when we're in the district centre, turning right, it signalled too early. There's 2 minor roads on the right.
Okay.
Going into the car park, so the end of the road we're turning right, where you signalled a bit too soon.
Okay.
Hesitation. Now I've sort of circled this because maybe I didn't help you, but I tried to help you. So by the Shell garage on the Mead, so we turn right here, that's going up the Mead, okay? That roundabout, you're going to follow the road ahead, but it is your second exit. And if it's on a sat nav, it would say enter the roundabout, take the second exit. But the traffic sign, for whatever reason, hasn't showed there's a left exit. So I try to help you by saying the roundabout, like to follow the road ahead, second exit, because the sign doesn't show the first exit, and that seemed to confuse you because you were like, well, second exit now. Yeah. So just trying to help you. So it's still follow the road ahead, so you still want to be in the left lane because the road markers don't tell you otherwise. Obviously a 6 to 12 rule as well. Okay, now when we're near Asda, the district centre, round here was just like a little bit fast. You cut to the roundabout a little bit quick. So if you've got a closed junction, what gear do you want to be in?
Second. First.
Which one?
First.
Yeah, because your zone of vision's not great and they give you more time. So the roundabout we come to, we're turning right, second exit, just a little bit fast near Asda. Didn't really like that. Okay, we got away with it. Not ideal. Then we cut to another roundabout, we're turning left. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if the car to our right sort of stalled or hesitated or something, but really remember, section 185 of the highway code, we've got to give priority to the right. And therefore really we should have waited for that vehicle. Now what saved you was, for whatever reason, that vehicle didn't move, and then you went into the new road, then it decided to rinse it after that. So I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if they had a complication coming out of the surgery or whatever it was. I'm not sure. And then going back to the district centre, when we're turning right, so we've just done the Bay Park, which is a bit fast, just done the Bay Park. Okay, when we turn right there, our positioning really should have been all the way over to the right because it is a one-way system, whereas the position was a bit too biased to the left.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then positioning normal stops, you're parking at 2 Ill, is it Bodmin Avenue? Or Bodmin Avenue or something like that, wasn't great. You know, when you've stopped, you're lucky there's nothing else around. So I've asked you, I said to you, park on the left, just after the 2 vehicles that are parked very closely together. Don't worry about overhanging someone's drive on this occasion, because I was worried that I haven't given you enough road for you to park safely without blocking the driveway. Does that make sense? Because it wasn't very long. And then when you come in there, you sort of like over broke basically, because obviously Hill's going to act as a brake. You just used a little bit too much brake there, and then we've ended up stopping in the middle of the road. Obviously then you went to move forward pretty much straight away, but obviously it wasn't going to happen because we were in second gear. We definitely would have stalled. And that's what I verbally told you, whereas the examiner wouldn't do that. All right, so a few things we need to work on. So things like tighten up, like positives, you know. The Meads roundabout was decent, even though you doubted yourself. I think you said, oh shit, I'm in the wrong lane, or words to that effect. And I give you a bit of reassurance, you were in the correct lane. And then doing the Mannington roundabout turning right for West Swindon, that was decent. Not a nice roundabout at all.
No.
But your lane discipline and stuff was decent on that. It's just niggly little things.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.